Good morning, it's New Age Jah here with you, and welcome back to Mystical Illuminations. Today I just want to share a quick blurb and thought with you in regards to... Sorry, I'm acting up. Hold on. Okay. In regards to Saturn and Neptune. The reason why I bring this up is because tomorrow we have Mercury square Neptune and Saturn goes retrograde. And Neptune and Saturn, they work together really well, but together they can wreak major havoc on the subconscious mind. And where we may think Saturn is blocking us is to actually protect us from the deception that's happening in Neptune. See, when Neptune is activated, very deceptive, sneaky things are able to affect us, whether we're aware of it or not, whether we're awake or not. And usually Neptune is an energy that cannot be detected. We are not quite aware when Neptune is activated. But what we do become aware of are the effects of Saturn. We understand and we are aware that we are actively blocked in a particular area. And what I learned about Saturn, so Saturn has boundaries and structures, or Saturn creates boundaries and structures, and Neptune completely dissolves them. When Saturn is placed to block you, it is usually to protect you. Saturn is placing a block or a barrier because you aren't quite ready to see and understand what's on the other side, Neptune. Neptune, in most cases, can represent or show itself like a gaping wound. Imagine Saturn being a big old boulder, and we've been chipping at it for a long time. We understand that there's an emotional block, there's a spiritual block, there's some type of understanding block. We can't access a memory. And we actively work to chip away at this Saturnian blockage. But once we get this Saturn block to move, what we see is a gaping wound. A wound that Neptune has placed there, has hidden there. And Saturn has actually stood up to protect you and to keep you away from a wound that you aren't quite ready to understand. So with Mercury squaring Neptune, we may uncover gaping wounds as Saturn begins to go retrograde and the blockages begin to emerge, or the blockages begin to dissolve. During this process, you might experience extreme confusion and potentially a big shock or a big cry as you release an injury, as you release a pain, a wound that has been hidden from you. So for the next couple of days, weeks, or even months, I believe that Saturn is going to get out of your way so that you can see where hidden factors have been taking a toll on you. And so, I would kind of say, get your antiseptic, get your Neosporin, get your bandages ready, and really prepare yourself to nurture, heal, and lick a wound that you didn't know was there. I mean, all this time, Mercury, squared Neptune, you were frolicking, you were playing, you were really desperate to get to the other side. And just a little warning, what's on the other side may really catch you off guard and send you into a tailspin. So before you go into any tailspins and you go into any kind of really dissolving events, I want you to be mindful of blockages or blocks your Saturn being prepared to move so that you can really see what's on the other side. It's like Mercury and Neptune really talking to someone, trying to figure out what they're hiding, trying to figure out what the truth is. Mercury and Neptune is just, they're just confused. There's gaslighting, there's lying, there's deception, there's hidden information, there's hidden knowledge, but you have not given up. You've been persistent, Saturn. You've decided to keep fighting, you've decided to keep looking, you've decided to keep at it, right? The long game. Now that the long game has come to an end, the long game is exhausted. Now it's time for you to really see what's on the other side. And the question is, are you prepared to really deal with it? Are you prepared to really see it? And, yeah, and if you're not, then surprise, it's here anyways. And if you get kind of like shot down or a little bit, if you get a little overwhelmed or scared or really thrown for a loop, I'm here to like vouch for you. I'm here to like stand in your corner, and I know that you can get through this, and the confusion and the fog won't last too long. And for others, this removal of a blockage, this moving of Saturn will be a blessing to you, a blessing in disguise. Perhaps some details that were misorganized, some details that were missing that you really needed to complete or confirm, a wish fulfillment to confirm or complete a vision, a dream will be revealed unto you, and that can be an almighty blessing. So with that being said, I know it's like this message is a little bit heavy, but it's an important one. And yeah, I have a book recommendation for you to keep it light, to bring it back to the light side, because Mercury square Neptune can definitely be all about the lucid dreamer. So here's a book reco: Lucid Dreaming, Gateway to the Inner Self by Robert Wagner. And I believe a lot of you have been doing this work anyways, and Saturn has been blocking in this doorway, and now it's moved, and Mercury can peer inside or outside of the mind without the distortion of Neptune, or with the help and the assistance of Neptune. With the square, there's a little bit of a power struggle. We're both coming at each other full force. Mercury's using logic, Neptune is dissolving it at full speed. So once you come upon or across your problem solution, you might even be more confused to begin with. And so allow that some time to heal. Allow that some time to marinate. Allow that some time to just digest. Don't be so anxious to really don't allow yourself to become overwhelmed, but also allow yourself to become undone, for a major realization is on its way. So until next time, I'll talk to you, and later.